YouTube, happy Memorial Day. It's your boy NY Backyard Legend. We here with another custom video quickie because I'm not doing the whole details of how I did them, but I'm going to tell you what I did, how I did it, and maybe it can help you out in your customizing concerns and thoughts. If you're feeling like doing a custom, just go in there and do it. All right, practice on a figure that you don't really need, which is what I used to do. I used to practice on WWE basic figures, and then I started painting the WWE elite figures, and I was just a mess. My family didn't have no time with me because all I would do was just do customs. So that's why I'm not doing that with the DC Multiverse this time around. I'm just having repaint fun, and that's it. But in the background, as you can see, I do have the spare Batwoman I had that was just sitting in the bag for forever. I'm gonna make a custom Batwoman out of her. Yeah, I know we're getting one, but that's okay. I'm gonna shave this down, take that all away. 'Cause she's not gonna have wings, she's gonna have a cape. I'm gonna take this Bat logo off, and I'm going to put this on her. So basically that's gonna go right up there. Now I wanted to do the CW one, but I don't have a cute enough black girl face to portray the Batwoman from the TV show. So I can't do that. I was gonna use this, but my wife did say this would be better off used as Starfire. So I'm gonna use her as Starfire. Maybe I'll find another one of these on eBay and see if I can just I can make like a bat helmet or whatever, paint the lips red, and give her the the helmety wig look, black girl look that she has in a TV show. Because I know we're not gonna get none of those. I mean, look, we only got one of the Arrowverse figures. So besides that, you're seeing the Flash custom stand that I used. I used a Injustice. I think they were the 6.5-inch figures or whatever they were, 6-inch figures. My son has them now. My 11-year-old has them now. Injustice figures, either Batman or Superman. But those are those metal figures. It was all metal. I used those. I used that for this. I wish I had another one. And I just used all the Flash, those stupid effects pieces for that. All right. So yeah, that's that. And of course, you see in the background spinning also was my Black Manta. I was watching Bones' video, and I remembered I did my custom a while ago, but I had to touch up the paint on him. So, like I was telling Bones, every time somebody has a spine, I redo the spine. Anything that's silver, anything that could be silver, I put silver. I made these silver, but I noticed the first time I did them, I had to redo them today because they had a lot of missing spots. So I redid them, as you can see. There you go. Block out some of that bright light from the terrace. But I redid that. I did some silver buttons. Like whenever there's screws or screw-like looking things, I like to put paint there, as you can see. So yeah, I didn't have to do nothing with the helmet. That's basically that. Then you can see on his arm the silver right there. So touched up Black Manta. But the main thing that I did today, I had to go over Supergirl's hair. I keep going over her hair. Maybe I'll make it black and shiny, but the brown was so brown that I had to go over it with 2 coats of black. So this, like I said, I use Apple Barrel Black. If I don't use Apple Barrel, I'm using Folk Art because I use that for metallics. So I had that, as you can see, for the silvers. I don't know where the blue went. Okay, there go the blue. The blue, this is the metallic blue that I use. Folk Art, this is the metallic blue that I use. Blue Sapphire, okay? I use this to do this. So I added the lines in her pants and the back of her shoes. I was gonna do the bottom too, but that's a little bit much. What I'm gonna do also in this video is show you how to seal the figures with what I use. You can see a little sloppiness right there. I gotta go over that, repaint that or whatever. But I also did the arm cuffs, metallic blue. Now, as I was just saying with the ceiling, let me show you what I do and also what I use. There's two different types. One is gonna make the figure shiny. Jeez, she hates these stands. One is gonna make the figure shiny, and one makes the figures matte, which you can see with Black Manta. I've used seal on him, and he doesn't look shiny at all. As compared to when I did Arsenal, I wanted him to look shiny, like if it was black leather. So I sealed him with the black shiny one. I sealed him with Mod Podge, with a different version. This Mod Podge makes your stuff look shiny. Okay, the gloss clearly, because it says gloss, just like the paints. I have these black paints, Apple Barrel Black. One says gloss, one says black. So I also use this on Arsenal too, and then sealed it with the gloss, so it looked shiny. But this is the one I'm going to use right now, Mod Podge Matte, in order to just seal it, and you won't see nothing. You won't see no shine. Like with this dude, when I sealed him, you see he's just normal. I had to paint him black. Alright, so I used that on him. Here's what you do. You shake your bottle, always shake the bottle. Take off the cap, and you only use what's in the cap, which is what I've learned from I learned this from this wrestling reviewer, My Damn Toys, years ago. I still follow him even though I don't collect WWE no more. I still collect AEW, and he was still a cool dude when it comes to customizing, so I still follow. And then you want to have a small paintbrush, and you want to have a sponge. You want to keep them soaking in water. Alright, as you can see here, I keep my cup of water filled all the way up. Also, be advised with the Mod Podge, when you use the Mod Podge, of course, because it's a glue sealant, you can see it says it straight up, water-based glue sealer and finish. If you want to keep using these brushes, you have to immediately dip it in water so the Mod Podge doesn't seal your brush. So let's go over this real quick. You can see that's there. Dip it. Don't make it all clumpy and sloppy. Just dip it, and then here. You're just gonna glide across. You glide across what you painted. So you don't have to worry about your product fading away or nothing like that. The paint job is gonna stay once you seal it. Now some people use sprays, which I'm a firm believer in the spray too. I love to use Krylon. Krylon is a good one. Whenever I want to seal my wife's mouth shut, I use Krylon spray.
Don't believe them.
But yeah, as you can see, I'm using the Mod Podge today. But I used to use the Krylon a lot with the WWE figures, and they used to come out looking stock. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've become a Mod Podge fan, so I just use this, and that's all. You just want to go over it. You're not being sloppy with it, because it'll look like it. Well, it's not supposed to, because this is a sealant, but it could look blotchy or clumpy, I should say. It will look clumpy. So you just go over it like that. And now I'll come down to her waist and hips. Go over that so I can seal that. Dip it again very lightly. See, you want to put just a little bit on there. And then you just follow the same pattern that you did Remember, you don't want it looking lumpy. And if it's looking lumpy, just keep going over. Go over a couple of times. Like I said, it's going to dry clear. It's not going to dry white or nothing. It goes on looking white, but it doesn't stay like that. You cover every spot that you did. Take a little bit amount. Okay. Easy. I'm not a pro painter. I just like to take my time. I know how to do it right. Take your time, do it right, and you can do it all night. And sometimes I dip it in the water, get some of that glue off, dip it in the water, rub it off on a sponge, but you don't want it to become clumpy. Then you go back in there. So I still got the boots to do, even though it looks like she's wearing a onesie. Dabble that over that. Set it and forget it. You know, I put enough on there so I can cover both boots, because that's a smaller area. I would love to get her a custom cape, cloth cape. I think she should have had a cloth cape too. Alright, so now I'm doing the back. See, so it was a bit much, so I went on both sides. When I cover it all. Of course, I'll do a 1-minute video of the finished product, because I'm not with the editing stuff, so I'm not gonna let this dry and then come back and say, hey guys, okay, here's the product dry, blah 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 blah. Maybe one day. I don't use my computer for editing. I don't even know no good editing program, so I'm not with that. I keep it nice and simple. This is what we do on this channel. We keep it simple, alright? Now, come up here. And just glide it across. Easy. And just make sure all the thick goop is away. Up and down, and that's about it. All right, like I said, I will post up pictures of the dried product, or I'll just do a little 1-minute video of the dried product so y'all can see what goes down. Like I said, even before you put it back in the water, you want to try to rub off that excess glue and then put it back in the water and let it sit there. See, only use what's in the cap. Just like when I paint, I'll turn the paints upside down and I'll just use what's in the cap. That's it, y'all. Holla at your boy. You already know what it is. I've done an in-depth custom video before. It got some good views, but then I remember I did another one in between because somebody asked. Not too many views. A couple of people had asked, but not too many views. But it's okay. This was for somebody who wanted to know how do I seal my figures. So whether we get views or not, you already know what it is. Holla at your boy. Don't be scared. Make some customs. Keep supporting the Mcfarlane DC Motors line, and thank you for keep supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and you see in the comment section, we keep chatting and chatting and chatting. That's what we do on this channel. Build each other up. Later, y'all.